Well, hello. If you've been keeping up with me, you might know that I have been getting closer and closer to completing my Jack Kirby Demon run, and as of Batman Day, I was only one issue away. Well, what if I told you that I had already finished the run before I even made that video? Yes, you heard that right. I had already completed the run. I was only missing issue number 11. So, to all the people in the comments who were telling me I should keep my collection in my phone, you're probably right, but your girl's a procrastinator, so there's no way that that's gonna happen. Just being real. But anyways, this was a very easy run to complete. I originally wanted to read this story, and so I was going to track down a trade paperback of it. However, finding the single issues was just so easy, and it became such a fun challenge towards the end especially. We're gonna talk a little bit about finding the run and then my first time actually reading the books. So, very, very exciting, just in time for Halloween. So we bought our house at the start of this year and we did a lot of renovations. I didn't really go through a lot of my comic books until very recently, and as I was looking through a box I hadn't gone through yet, looking for a particular book for like a Halloween post on Instagram, I just happened to stumble upon Demon number 11, which was the one book I needed for my run, and I already had it. I could not believe it. I was so excited. I was just freaking out. And I can't believe how easy it was. So obviously the biggest key and the most expensive one in the run is issue number 1, first appearance of Etrigan the Demon. Classic image there, classic cover. I absolutely love it. So I definitely wanted to have a copy of this, and I actually got issue number 1 and issue number 7 in an eBay auction together. Number 7, you'll see later, is another key, the second biggest key. So I believe with shipping and everything, I paid about $40 for the 2 books, and I feel like that's a pretty good price. $40 is about the low end of what I see that key going for normally. I saw a pretty high grade copy at a con one time for $40. This one I have doesn't look too bad. It's obviously not high grade. It's not the sharpest copy out there, but it's also not horrible. And for me, my intention was to read this run, so whoever sold this to me put it at a 3.0. I feel like it might be a little bit higher than that. They might have been lowballing it, but that's okay. Most of these are pretty, mid-grade books, but there are a couple that are actually really, really sharp, and I'll let you know about those. So here we have Demon number 2. Very awesome. I really like the cover on that one as well. We have Demon number 3. I don't know, this one's probably my least favorite cover out of all of them, but that's okay. I like Jason Blood and the Demon kind of playing tug of war down there, but this thing right there, I don't know how I'm feeling about that. That big old ugly thing. I don't know. Whatever. Jack Kirby is a great artist, but oh my god, he draws some ugly motherfuckers. Like, I'm sorry, but some of the ugliest motherfuckers I've seen in my life have been in this run right here. And that's not an insult at all to Jack Kirby. Like, right here, I think this character was named Ugly Meg or something like that, and she lives up to that name. Holy fuck. But that's another one. I really like the cover there. I like the colors with the orange. It's actually really cool. There aren't a lot of orange covers that I really like, but it's a cool one right there. Another one, very, very nice. Issue number 6. This is the one that I found on Batman Day. I already showed off on this channel, but I really like this cover. I really like that kind of like turquoise background. Very cool. So next up we have issue number 7. This is the first appearance of Clarion the Witch Boy, and my new favorite DC character, possibly. This dude is just an agent of chaos, just fucking with Etrigan just because it's funny. Like, he could be doing anything out there and he's just having a fun time. Like, this might be my new favorite DC character. I don't know, maybe that makes me a bad person, but I love the chaos. So Clarion the Witch Boy, Demon number 7, and this is actually a really sharp copy. This is one I was mentioning that was actually really, really sharp and really clean. Like, especially for the age of these books, to get them this high grade, I wish all of them were like that, but for a reader bunch of books, not really a big concern of mine. I'm just so happy to have this whole set. And next up we have issue number 8. It's really, really cool. I really liked the story arc that they had going on here. This lasted about 3 issues with this guy called the Phantom. Like old horror film sort of feel from a lot of these books. We have number 9. That's another really cool cover that I really like quite a bit. Issue number 10. Yeah, a lot of big purple dudes in this run. Issue number 11. This is the one, man. That's the one that we needed, and we already had it right there. A lot of these big, like, monkey-looking dudes, too. A lot of big purple demons, a lot of big monkey sort of looking demons, but a lot of demons in these books. Definitely a lot of demons, and for me, that's always a good thing. So, fuck yeah, hail Satan, motherfuckers. We got Demon number 12, and this is another cool one. I always love a good black cover, so very, very nice. Right there. Issue number 13. Got another ugly motherfucker right there. But very cool cover. Very nice. This is one that I picked up very recently. You may have seen that. Issue number 13. And then this one right here is actually issue number 14. This one is actually another one that was really, really sharp. Light spine wear that could probably be pressed out. And like for a book this age, holy shit, like this is a really, really clean copy. I was so careful reading this because I didn't want there to be a single little crease in there. And if all the books were this high grade, like I'm not a snob for grade, I don't necessarily care, but if I could get this whole run all in this grade raw, that would be great. I doubt it'll happen, but that book was really, really nice. So that was issue number 14 right there. Another one from Silver Snail that I picked up recently. And we have issue number 15. This was another fairly recent pickup from over the summer that I didn't get to show off, like either spring or summer. I went to this like little local con and there was a dealer that had a bunch of demon books, and again, I didn't remember which ones I was missing, but I did know I didn't have this one, so I grabbed that issue number 15, and I forgot to mention 14 and 15, these are the return of Clarion the Witch Boy, and I absolutely love that. And then we have Demon number 16, the ending, very, very awesome. I loved it. So Yeah, I was so excited to finish that run, particularly because I wanted to read this. Like, I have been very interested in Demon. I've read some of his books, but obviously I want to know how it all began, and it's very cool. It's very interesting to kind of see another side of Gotham City, even though it's a little bit unbelievable that Batman wouldn't kind of pop up in some of these situations, but it's interesting to see kind of Gotham during the day and some of the shenanigans that go on that Batman can't necessarily be around for. So the story essentially starts out in Camelot. Etrigan was a demon led by this evil witch lady named Morgane Le Fay, I believe. So the wizard Merlin uses his magic to control one of her demons, Etrigan, and he is merged with Jason Blood, who is just a normal man. So now Jason Blood is cursed with eternal life, and he is merged with this demon, Etrigan, and he doesn't know about it. His mind is wiped, and he just lives for centuries not knowing anything about this until Morgane Le Fay returns, and he is summoned by Merlin to come back. So he learns about himself being the demon. It's very cool. I love the style of it. Jason Blood's apartment is just kind of a museum full of relics of all his years of life, and it's very, very cool. As someone who's very interested in history, it was very, very interesting. You have to be a fan of the Bronze Age. You have to kind of appreciate that sort of time and the older style of storytelling and writing, but this is a comic that is very well written. It's a lot more dialogue heavy, which I really appreciate. It makes for a very good, very interesting read, and it definitely feels a lot like an old horror movie in a lot of ways. There's actually a 3-issue arc where there is this criminal who is essentially like the Phantom of the Opera, and they kind of do a few moments from those movies, books. It's very cool. I love the Phantom of the Opera, both the musical and the silent film, so seeing that was very, very cool, and I love the way the story wraps up, picking up just where the story began. This evil witch lady is trying to regain her youth because she's an old shriveled up cunt. Very cool, very poetic, and not just because of the rhyming, just the storytelling is very good. It's just a very well written, very good looking story, even if it's very, very ugly at times. I love it, and I'm so happy to have this run and to have it completed in single issues, and reading it this way, the way it was intended to come out, absolutely a treat. So I would urge any of you guys who are interested to go out and hunt these down. So let me know if you have any of these books, if you've read this run, what do you think of it, and like and subscribe. As always, thank you.